What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 12 of the series where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Ironman. Going to be starting this one off at 447 total slots logged. In the last video, I started working towards my quest cape. I'm only 6 away from that now. And I also went into doing the Guardians of the Rift log, which I ended up completing. And I got my pet on, I believe it was like 1,800 total searches or something like that. At the end of the video, I built the maximum portal nexus in my house, so now I need to go through and fill this. I am only going to be building, I believe, 25 of these. I don't want to go back and collect all of these stuff for the two troll teleports, since you need to get a lot of salt for those. And I already have those two built in my house, so I'll just be using those outside of the nexus. Well, after buying all of the normal runes I needed, I realized that I needed 10,000 astral runes as well on top of that, so it's going to run me another like 600k just to buy these. Okay, so after looking over this, I was kind of confused on how to do this at first, but it looks like I just drag over all the teleports that I want, and then at the end it'll tell me how much it costs. So I'm going to go through here and drag over all the ones that I'm going to be making. Okay, I'm going to be making 25 out of the 30 slots. So I already have portals for these bottom 4 here, so I'm not going to go ahead and remake them. I mentioned why I'm not remaking the other 2 before, and this top one, Merim, I need 1,000 bananas for, so I'm going to be putting that one off and doing that later as well. But for now, all 25 of these, I'm going to go ahead and add to the portal nexus. As you see here, this is the cost for all of them. 38,000 law runes. Thankfully, I have more than enough of those from doing GOTR. So let's go ahead and confirm that there. And I can go into my teleport menu here, and I have access to all of these teleports now. When I go back to doing clue scrolls, having all of these teleports is going to make my life a lot easier. And if you look back at my inventory here, these are the remaining runes that I have. I still have 50,000 law runes, and I really don't have a need for this many. So I can only fit 16,000 of each rune in my pouch, so I want to keep my law runes about that much. I probably won't even need as many since I just built the nexus in my house that I can pretty much just teleport using my max cape and go anywhere I want, but I do still want to keep some of these on me. So I'm going to use Ali's store here and sell all of these down until I only have 16,000 left. They do sell for 120 each as well, so I'll be making a lot of GP off of this. Also, when it comes to my nature runes, they're just sitting here taking up a slot in my looting bag, and haven't really needed them for anything for a long time, so I'm just going to go through and sell all of these. Hopefully, I'm not forgetting about some reason I need a lot of nature runes on me. The only one I could think of is doing MTA, and even then, I don't think I need more than like 5,000, so in the future, if I need nature runes, I can just go and buy them. Well, after selling everything here, if you look in the chat, I have almost 12 million GP now, so I've made up the cost of the Portal Nexus. I actually made 2 million GP on top of that too, and these are all of the runes that I still have left. Okay, so when it comes to what I'm going to be doing next, I really do want to try to do the Shades of Mort'ton log, but before that, I'm going to go and do the temple trekking log to get the lumberjack outfit, since this will take me probably like 15 minutes to complete. So the method for getting this is very simple. You just select an NPC to do an easy escort mission with, and then once you're on here, you select the first route, and you pretty much just escape from every single event that isn't the one that has the lumberjack. Basically, what you're looking for here is what you'll see on the screen. You want to get a bridge without the trees in the closed corner. If you see the trees, it is the wrong event. They might look the same, but they are very different, and if that happens, you have to teleport back to Bergdorf and restart the mission. Like I said, though, this event does spawn the undead lumberjacks, and they have a 1 in 4 chance of dropping a piece of the outfit. The only annoying thing about this is you can only get 1 piece per trek, so once you get one of these set pieces as a drop here, you have to teleport out and try to get the event again. Alright, and there's piece number 2 about 15 minutes later, and piece number 3 like 3 or 4 minutes after the last. And with the boots, that is the full lumberjack outfit now. Originally I said it would take 15 minutes. I think it was more like a half an hour or something, but still, to get a full outfit and complete a full log that quick is pretty insane. I also believe you need this full outfit for the forestry log. I haven't really looked too much into this, but I think you need this set to turn it into the forestry set. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's how it works. When it comes to explaining the Shades of Mort'ton log, it's kind of confusing. So you can get the Zealot outfit from this, which consists of these 4 pieces, but you can only get these from gold keys. So I'll be grinding for that last. I want to go for the gold locks first, though, because you can use the gold locks with a coffin, and I'll show you guys later on what that is. But in order not to get confusing here, the first thing I'm going to need to do is to get a ton of sacred oils, and in order to get these, I need to go to the general store here and buy a bunch of olive oils, and from here you head north up to the temple. Now from here I need to kill a bunch of lore shades, and you'll see on the right side here, I need to get my sanctity up, because you need to use sanctity in order to turn the olive oil into sacred oil. So once I have a decent amount of sanctity, I can go over here and use the olive oil on the fire, and you'll see my sanctity goes down from that. So it's 3.6% in order to convert one 4-dose potion, and I'm going to need a lot of these in order to finish the log. Also, I figured I'd try repairing this to see if it's faster to repair or to kill the shades for the sanctity. And it actually looks like repairing it is better, so I don't even need to kill the shades at all. And it's 100% AFK, so I'm definitely going to be going the route of repairing this for all of the sacred oil. Once I have a full inventory of oil, I'm going to teleport to the Grand Exchange. And this, thankfully, you're able to do. It's going to make doing this on an Ultimate Ironman a lot easier. You're actually able to decant these, so I won't have to go up there and repair the temple every single time that I want to make some more pyre logs. I can just stack up all the oil I want. So going through the numbers, I think it's going to take me like 1,500 4-dose sacred oils to get the Zealot outfit. To get the whole set, it's like a 1 in 512 overall chance. And I think on average, getting a gold key is like a 1 in 3, so it would make sense that it'd be like 1,500. It's probably going to be a little bit more than that since I need to get all the other locks as well. I'm just going to start off by getting maybe like, I don't know, 300 sacred oils or something, and I'll see where I go from there. Okay, I have 150 of these. I know I said I was going to do 300, but I completely forgot that there's actually a bracelet that you can get here. It's an enchanted jade bracelet, and it makes it so you get more sanctity a lot faster, since you get more percent when repairing the temple and wearing it. So the remaining like probably 1,300 or so that I need to make, I'm going to be utilizing that. For now though, I want to get started on trying to get this gold lock. Starting off here, I need to go back to temple trekking and select the hard route. And the first encounter here, I'll get these shades, and they're going to drop these remains. And with these, I have a chance already of getting a really high tier key that will help me skip the majority of the dungeon. I don't have to go through getting every single key to unlock the higher parts. You need certain pyre logs in order to use them with them. For these ones, I need magic logs, so I went and got 4 magic logs, and now I'm going to note the sacred oil and turn these into the pyre logs. Now I can go ahead, teleport back to Berg de Rot. Then I need to go over to this funeral pyre here, and I need to burn the remains, and then I'll get a chance of getting a key that'll show up on this podium here. Actually, that just saved me a lot of time, and it's got a gold key, so the gold key gives access to the entire dungeon. I was going for the silver, which is the second, but there is a 1 in 6 chance when doing that to get the keys. So yeah, that saved me a lot of time. Now onto the method that I'm going to be using to go for the gold locks. It's going to be a little bit different once I get the coffin. The method I'm going to be using to go for the Zealot Robes. But for the gold lock right now, I'm going to head up to the woodcutting guild, and then I'm going to cut 10 redwood logs. Just like last time, once I get all of the logs I need, I'm going to go to a bank. I'm just going to be using the crafting guild. Note my sacred oil, and then use them on the redwoods to make redwood pyre logs. Then once again, I'm going to be teleporting it back to Berg de Rot. Only this time, instead of stopping over here, I'm going to continue running north up to where I'm at right here, and this is the entrance to the Shade Catacombs. Then since I have the gold key, like I said before, I can just skip all of these doors and go straight up to the shades that I'm going to be killing for this. And those are going to be through the gold door over here. I'm going to be using proselyte here and just keeping my prey up the whole time, since these, as you can see, are level 140. And I have all my stuff still at a spory, so I don't want to risk dying and wiping here. But now I need to kill 12 of these to match the amount of pyre logs I have. Once I got a full inventory of these, I'm going to teleport back to Berg de Rot, and then I'm basically just going to be repeating the same thing I was doing before, which is lighting these funeral pyres. I'll show you guys on screen the rates of getting all of these keys here. There's 5 different gold keys that you can get here. You can also see on there that you have a chance of getting coins as well, so it's not like always guaranteed or anything. Once I get my inventory full of gold keys, I'm going to head back into the catacombs. And then in this room right here, there are different chests, and each of these chests correspond with the colors to the key handles. So if I want to open a crimson chest, I have to use this key on this specific chest. I'll also use this time, I guess, just to show you guys all of the rewards. So as mentioned before, here's the rates for the Zealot items. It's 1 in 128 per piece. I do not believe you can get duplicate items here, which is really nice. Gold locks have a 1 in 60 chance per chest, and also there's a few other things like the bloody notes and stuff, which are 1 in 100, that are also a part of the collection log. And finally on here, you can also get fine cloth at a rate of 1 in 6 from the gold chests. And I can use the fine cloth to make split bark and blood bark armor, which is also nice because I also need the split bark to make some of the stashes that I wasn't able to make before. So yeah, let's go ahead and open some of these and hope I just start getting spooned. I didn't get anything from that, a few more amulets of the damned, some alkables. It also looks like I can get redwood logs here. The rate on those seems pretty high. It looks like it's a 1 in 180 chance of getting these, so I can't really rely on them to make my life easier here. So yeah, the whole process I showed you guys, I just have to keep repeating until I get the gold locks. I'll just give you guys another update if I get something good. It has been 28 total shades so far, and I have myself 5 fine cloth here. I also had to go and get 5 bark. You can just chop these trees in Canifis. Also, shout out to my clan chat member for just getting the Virtus Robe bottom. So moving into this here, like I said before, I can use the fine cloths to make the split bark items. I'm going to start out here by making the body since it cost 4, and I have to leave these fine cloth in my inventory, so there's that one made, and I'm just going to go ahead and make the gauntlets as well. The nice thing about the split bark and also the blood bark, which eventually I want to get as well, is I can store all of these in my player-owned house. So as I make the pieces, I can just go over to my house and store them. So here's another update for you guys. I'm at a total of 105 shades, so I've probably used around 70 to 80 keys. Pretty well over the drop rate for the locks now, but something that is nice that's come out of this so far is I just got my full set of split bark that I can store in my house, and once I get the scroll that'll allow me to turn it into blood bark, I'll turn this into blood bark, restore it in my house, and then I'll go for another normal set of split bark so I can have both of them. So this is random, but I got an elite clue while cutting the redwoods and I was able to complete it, so let's see if I get anything good here. Hey, I actually got something that's a top hat with a monocle as well, looking through this in the same clue. I do already have the monocle, but it's kind of crazy to get a double unique elite clue. Well, I ran out of the oil I made before, so I need to take a break and make some more. I'll probably go for like 500 this time. Also, I'm going to give the bracelet a try here to see how big of a difference it makes. Being an Ultimate Ironman, though, it's going to be a pain to have to go and make these pretty consistently, so unless it's like some crazy difference, I'm not really going to bother with it. Okay, 514 more oil made. When it comes to the bracelet, it really didn't do too much for me, so after that one depleted, I didn't worry about making any more. I also went and changed my gear out a bit so I can kill these shades faster. Ooh, nice. There's the bloody notes, which will unlock the ability to create blood bark armor after I go through here and confirm it. So now with that, I'm going to go take my split bark out of my house and head over to the blood altar. Making this entire set is going to cost me 1,450 blood runes. You basically go to the blood altar and then you infuse the blood runes into each piece of the set, as you guys will see on the screen right here. The set itself looks pretty cool, honestly, and when it comes to like the bonuses with the magic stats and stuff, it's actually not too bad. I'll show you guys a comparison between the bloodbark top and the Aram's body. It's only a bit worse than it, and the nice thing about it is it is storable in the house, so I am considering dropping my Arams for this since it'll free 2 slots up in my looting bag. I'll come to a decision on that a little later on, though. Well, there's the first duplicate item. There's another rune scroll of Bloodbark, which sadly I don't need. Getting pretty unlucky here. I think I'm up to like 180 keys now, or something like that. And the rate of the gold locks is like a 1 in 60, so I am 3 times over the drop right now for the gold locks. Hey, there we go. The Tree Wizard's Journal. Finally got the second item here. So this is what the collection log is looking like now. Still looking for the gold locks, of course, and I still don't have my first piece of Zealot yet. Yes! There it is, gold locks on like 210 or something total keys, so almost 4 times over the drop rate for these. Okay, with the gold locks, I need to take a broken coffin over to this NPC here right by the entrance, and he will be able to make me a gold coffin. The thing that's huge about this coffin is it's going to allow me to store 28 of the shade remains. Now that I have this coffin, though, I'm going to move into doing all of the other locks. I'm going to take a break in Zealot. I'll come back here once I have all of the locks completed. I wanted to wait until I had the best coffin, since it's going to allow me to do all the other ones a lot faster. So starting off here, I'm going to go over to Hespori and take out all of my magic logs. So I'm just going to be doing the same process that I was doing with the redwoods, except for the magic logs to get the silver locks. Doing these, I also have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a gold key. So even while going for the silver locks, I'll still get some chances at the gold chests. Hey, there's these silver locks. This one took me, I think, about 75 or 80. I also got 81 noted U logs from these, which is nice because I need these to get silver and black keys as well. Oh, well, there's the black locks already. I have to check to see how many of these it took. It really wasn't many. Looks like 5, 10. It only took me 15 to get the black locks here. No way, man. There's already the steel locks after pretty much nothing. It is 6 total keys to get the steel locks. So now I only have the bronze lock left to go, and I can head back to going for Zealot. Hey, there it is. Bronze locks. This one as well doesn't take too long, maybe about 40 or so. The only items I need are the 4 Zealot pieces. Now that they have the coffin, I'm going to be able to do double the amount I was doing before. I was doing 9 at a time last time since I needed to split my inventory between the remains and also the logs. But now since I can store all the remains in my coffin, I can do 18 of both. I'm actually kind of curious how many I'll be able to do per hour, so I'm going to time it really quick. Well, after an hour of testing this, I was able to go through 42 keys and 54 total logs. Since I'm not going to be getting a key from every single pyre I burn, it's probably going to be between 40 and 45 per hour, since the keys are pretty much luck-based. While the unlucky streak continues, I'm now on 400 total gold chests opened and 0 Zealot pieces, which is 3 times over the drop rate. And I have run out of Sacred Oil once again, so it's time to go and make some more. Okay, 515 more Sacred Oil to use. Also, something here I feel really stupid about, because I wrote this down when I was initially looking into this minigame to know everything I need, is this whole time I've been using a Fury instead of a Salve Amulet Enchanted, so I went and got that. So I missed out on probably like 15 hours or something of killing Shades without this. Thankfully, I ended up remembering it when I still have no Zealot pieces, so I'll still be able to make use of it. No, I wasn't paying attention. I missed a firemaking level. It's got level 102 firemaking. I've gained 400,000 firemaking XP so far. Yes! Finally, man. Oh my gosh. This is 430 or something to get my first piece of Zealot. So here's the log now. The next pieces you get in order, I believe the next piece I'll get is the helm, and then the legs, and finally the top. Once again, another elite clue from cutting the redwoods. Let's see what I get here. So nothing from that one, but I am up to a total of 50 elites open. Alright, it was really early in the morning during this clip, so I didn't want to use my mic because I had a bunch of people sleeping. So there is no live reaction to this one, but I did get the Zealot helm on 650 keys. So that is the second piece now, with me being well over the drop rate for the entire set at this point. A little random jump here, but this is something I've been putting off for a while. So there's a master stash that you need a split bark body for, and it also requires a boater, which I got from a clue, and also a full dragon square shield, and that's why I've been hanging on to this left half here. It's going to cost me 750k. To buy this right half here, so it is pretty expensive, but to fill a master stash, it's definitely worth the money. So this is the longest run I've ever had to make to get to a master stash, but I am here. With all the master stashes, you need a gold leaf to build them as well, but there it is. This is the 8th out of the 22 total master stashes built now. There's a few other ones I could build as well, but I'm kind of just waiting until I get them as a step because they're kind of easy. But with this made, back to going for the outfit. A level 100 magic as well from all the alks I'm getting here. I haven't spoken about this, actually. This whole cash deck you guys see in the bottom here, all of this is just from alks from these chests. So I made almost 6.4 million alks so far. Well, here's the last key before I have to go get more Sacred Oil again. And no piece of Zealots, so that is 800 total keys so far for 2 of the pieces. This is what the collection log is looking like. 31 total amulets of the dam so far. Hey, Zealot Robe bottoms, there we go. This is the first inventory back from making the next 500 Sacred Oils too. So I'm still on 800 keys right now. But yeah, only the top left to go now. Finally, there it is, the entire Zealot outfit completed. It ended up taking me 900 total keys, which is nearly 2 times over the drop rate. Heading into the collection log though, there is the green log. I got 33 total Amulets of the Damned, 87 bags, 145 cloth, and 9 total gold locks to finish this whole thing. The set looks pretty sick, especially with the coffin as well. I did want to really quickly just go and scroll through my loot log that I have on Runelight with all of my gold keys. Like I said last clip though, it took me a total of 900 keys. There was like 40 or so that for some reason didn't track at the start, so I am missing a little bit of loot on these. In total though, it was 388 crimson keys, 169 brown, 193 red, 48 purple, and 61 black keys. You'll also see when I'm scrolling through this that I ended up killing a total of almost 1100 Urium shades, so you can use that number if you guys want to figure out like the ratio between how many shades I killed and how many keys I actually ended up getting from them. Also before this, I went and reset a lot of my XP counters because I was curious on how much XP I'd be gaining. 581k woodcutting XP, almost 1 million firemaking XP, and finally here, 216,000 prayer experience, so it was a lot of XP overall. Oh, and another thing I almost forgot to mention, if you look at my inventory, 8.2 million coins from all of the alks from the chests, and also from the coin rewards from the pyre log process. But yeah, with that log now complete, that is going to do it for this video. Definitely a frustrating, tedious log to get out of the way, so I'm happy I did it early on. I hope you all enjoy this video per usual. I don't really want to mention the goals for next video. I'm just going to let it be a surprise to you guys. I'll see you all in about another week or so with the next one.